Hi everyone, my name is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living program. Thank you for joining me today for another week of Vital Fitness. I hope you're all taking care and staying safe. And let's get seated in our chairs here. So I am in a chair, no wheels underneath. Make sure you have a clear surrounding and also have your water bottle nearby. So feel free whenever you need to. And let's get started here. So let's place our hands on our belly and we're going to do some belly breathing. So belly breathing is when we inhale all the way in through our nose, filling up our belly and expanding it, and then exhaling it all out, deflating our belly and breathing out through our mouth. So let's go ahead and try that. Hands on your belly. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. So this is an all abilities exercise class. Feel free to adjust whatever movements you need to the right type of range of motion and pace that you can do it at. So let's start with our head and our neck moving. We're going to look side to the center and then to the other side. And repeat that a few times. You can also practice your deep breathing with this. So you can inhale as you look to the side. Exhale, look center. Inhale, exhale. One last on each side here. And look to the center again. Okay, this time we're going to look up to the ceiling, look straight ahead and down to the floor. Just slowly warming up here again. Feel free to practice your deep breathing as well. Okay, a couple more times here. Okay, last one. Look up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, this time let's warm up our shoulders a bit. So we are going to roll our shoulders forward. So we're making small circles with our shoulders here, rolling them forward a few times. And then we are going to go ahead and roll them backwards. Same thing. Just rolling the other direction. Again, we are warming up and it's an all abilities exercise class. So feel free to adjust any of the movements that we do. Let's go forward again. So switch directions, going forward. Okay, if you're starting to feel warmed up here and you can make bigger circles, go ahead and do that. Another way to make bigger circles is to also include your elbows. So if you watch, my shoulders are doing the same thing here, but then I'm going to add my elbows to it. So I'm slowing down the movement a bit to really try and feel that stretch all the way in my back, all the way with my chest as well. And let's go ahead and try that, going backwards this time. So go backwards again just with these shoulder circles. We'll add the elbows in a little bit here. Really loosen it up. If it feels warm and you can push it a little bit further, extend a little bit further with the movement, go ahead and do that. Let's add the elbows this time. Slowing down that movement, making each move that we do intentional and not just fast. And breathing in and out, not forgetting to breathe through this movement as well. Last one. And relax. Shake that off. It's maybe a little bit warmer now. Okay. Stretch both arms to the side here. What we're going to do next is we are going to turn a little bit to the side. Just add a gentle turn side to side here. Taking deep breaths in and out as you do this movement. Inhaling and exhaling all the way through. Okay, and relax. Set those arms down. Shake that off. We're going to do that again in a little bit here. Extend both arms. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the side here. You don't have to do this, but just so that you can see what my arms are doing. My arms are straight out to the sides here, so just straight to the sides. And then I'm going to stretch a little bit further by pushing my arms a little bit behind me. So again, I started right here, straight to the sides. And then I am opening up that chest, engaging that back as I stretch out here. Okay, let's try that again. And relax. Shake off those arms if they're starting to feel heavy. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what I'm feeling as well. It's getting more tiring the longer we have our arms held up. Let's try that again now. This time, what we're going to do is we are going to bring it back behind us, stretch that chest, open it up, engage those back muscles, and then we are going to bring our hands in front of us like this. So, do that again, open up that chest, and then have your hands meet in front of you. They look like this, a little bit to the side here so you can see. Well, like that. It's a little bit hard to see like that. Let's do that again. Open up that chest. Inhale. Slightly round that back. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Release, shake that off. Drink some water if you haven't yet. Take a few deep breaths in and out again. Okay, we'll keep going here. So, this time let's move to our torso. What we're going to do is engage our core, our abdomen here, and we are going to work these muscles here. And we do have muscles, even if we think we don't, we have them right here. That's what keeps a lot of our balance. So, this time let's go ahead and just warm it up a bit by looking to the side with your shoulders following this time. So earlier it was just our head and our neck, kind of isolating that. Now we're going to include our shoulders. Look straight ahead and the other side. And keep on doing this until it feels a little bit warmer here. Again, all abilities class, so feel free to adjust the movement as needed. But if you feel ready to, go ahead and look all the way back behind you. And then look straight ahead, look back behind you, and straight ahead. So, stretch a little bit farther if you can. Hold that stretch as well to feel that nice stretch in your core, sides of your core here, and a bit of your back as well. Taking deep breaths in and out, being aware of your surroundings. Okay. One last on each side here. And relax. Take another deep breath in and out. Okay, let's move down to our legs now. So what we're going to do next is we're going to just start off with some seated marching. So simply raise one leg up, set it down, and then raise the other leg up. Again, feel free to do this at a range of motion that makes the most sense for you to warm up. We all may be able to raise our legs up high right away, or just raise it an inch off the ground. Doesn't matter where you're starting, as long as you are doing what you can do and pushing yourself as we go on here. We go ahead and just raise each knee up, alternating left and right. If you'd like an extra challenge, go ahead and raise your knees a little bit higher here, taking deep breaths in and out. Raise it a little bit higher or make it a little bit faster as well. It's a little bit hard to do both at the same time, but if that's a challenge that you would like to do today, then go ahead and do that. And remember to keep on breathing, so take deep breaths in and out. Okay, we're going to slow down the pace again. Keep going here, slowing down that pace. Feeling that warmth in your muscles that you just created. And go ahead and rest. Both legs down, both feet down. And we are going to extend a leg in front of us. Set that down. Extend the other leg in front of us. And set that down. So we are alternating again here. Now, if this is too high to raise your leg, or too low, whatever works for you, keep on pushing, keep on pushing. We all start at different points here, and we do get stronger no matter what age we're at, what ability we might have, as long as it's not pain that we're feeling, maybe tiredness, but not pain, we do get stronger from that. Okay. And rest again. Now moving on to our ankles this time. So if you can watch my feet, this time what we're going to do is lift our heels up high. I'll face the side here, but lift the heels up high and then lift the toes up high. Heels and then toes. Heels and toes. So you might be hearing some cracking, some noises. I know I just did. That's okay. As long as it's not pain, then that's simply your ankles kind of waking up, really. So warming these up is important, especially as we do our standing exercises. And don't worry, if you would like to stay seated the whole time, I'll show variations of what those standing exercises could look like seated. So this is an all abilities exercise class, so feel free to take breaks as needed, adjust the movement to what's necessary for you to continue to move. Try not to take too many breaks. If you can, just simply adjust each movement. If you're starting to get tired, just keep on working at it at the level that you can, so that we get the most out of what we can today. Okay, go ahead and rest the feet. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in and out. Okay, we're going to do our sit to stand exercise now. So to do our sit to stand, we're going to sit towards the edge of our chair. Our legs are free. They're not on the chair, but there's some space underneath. Feet flat on the floor. Shoulders rolled back, nice and relaxed. And making sure that that posture is straight the whole entire time. and that we're looking up the whole entire time as well. So, if you already know this exercise, go ahead and do it along with me. Feel free to watch just for now. But this is a 3-part exercise. The first part is to stretch forward, inhale, and exhale. You don't have to lean as far as I am, or if you can lean further, go ahead and do that. Whatever works for you. Let's try that again. Inhale as we lean forward, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, and exhale. Second part to the sit to stand is lifting a little bit off our chair, maybe a couple inches off, and then sitting back down. So, it might be difficult to do this with just your arms for that momentum of bringing your weight up, but feel free to try that if that works for you. If not, I'll show other variations as well. So here is the second part to the sit to stand. We're going to add it along with our first part where we're just leaning forward and then coming back and then lifting a little and then coming back again. And we do that, we keep on adding on because we keep on adding momentum to our movement. It's a momentum-based sit to stand, and so it helps to do them incrementally here. Okay. Feet flat on the floor, sitting towards the edge of the chair, shoulders rolled back, posture is straight, you're looking up. Let's take a deep breath in and inhale, deep breath out and exhale. First part, no lifting yet. Inhale, lean forward, exhale. Lift a little now, use those arms for momentum. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, so that is the sit to stand, kind of just in the regular way and form of doing it. I'm grabbing a chair here, and I'm going to put it in front of me, and I'm going to do the chair-assisted version of that sit to stand. So, grab onto something that is stable that you can hold on to so that you can boost yourself up if you need a chair to help you do that second movement. So, if you don't need a chair, do it the same way we were doing it as well, and just use those arms for momentum. So, here is the chair-assisted version. Let's start from the beginning. No lifting yet, and then lifting a little and using this chair to boost ourselves up. So, first part to the sit to stand. Go ahead, inhale, lean forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, lift a little. Exhale, sit back. So when you exhale, try not to plop down in your chair. I think that's the hardest part of this one. Doing those small movements that really work your legs here, it's quite difficult to do. So if you're shaking, if you're feeling that, I'm feeling that too. So we're putting a lot of muscles to work here. Okay, so one last variation here. One last variation that we have is using not just our arms, but also our legs for momentum. So what that looks like, I'm going to start from the very beginning again. This is the third variation, so feel free to just watch for now if you'd like to see if this could help you out. But inhale, lean forward, no lifting. Exhale. Now we're going to lean back. As we lean back, we're going to lift our feet off the ground. So watch my feet. Lean back, lift the feet. And then I'm going to use my feet and my arms for momentum to bring myself forward and up off of my chair. So, 3 variations to the sit to stand. You can do it the regular way, where we use just our arms for momentum. You can do it with the chair assisted and kind of use this to boost yourself up. Or you can do it with the arms and legs kind of rocking back and bringing that weight forward, swinging that momentum forward to help you get up and off your chair. So, 3 variations. Feel free to do the one that makes the most sense to you. If you'd like to try them all out, feel free to do that as well. So we're going to do this 3 times here. Let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Okay. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, slightly lift off your chair. Exhale, sit back down. Okay, do that again. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, lean. Not just lean, but lift a little. And exhale, sit back down. And our last variation. Okay. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale. Inhale, lift a little. And exhale. Okay. So, that's movement 1 and movement 2 of the sit to stand. It's time to add our very last part where we stand all the way up and then we stay standing. So, I'm just going to do this once, so feel free to choose whichever variation makes the most sense to you. And of course, if you'd like to stay seated for these exercises that we're about to do next, feel free to just keep on leaning forward and back and keep on doing that even though we are lifting off our chairs. You don't have to do that if you don't feel comfortable or if you're just not at the level that you can be able to do that. So, take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Feet flat on the floor. Shoulders rolled back. Posture is upright. And let's inhale, take a deep breath in. Exhale, take a deep breath out. Okay, inhale, lean forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, lift a little. Exhale, sit back. Now stand all the way up. Inhale, lean forward and stand. Exhale, set those arms down. Okay, we'll just do a little bit of standing here. So it's going to be a bit of a shorter exercise today, just about 30 minutes or so. And we'll continue with more exercises next week, so don't worry. But what I'm doing here, I have my foot up. I have my heel off of the ground. My toe is still in contact with the ground. And then I'm going to draw a circle with that heel. So take deep breaths in and out, inhaling and exhaling as you circle that heel. It might feel a little bit funny if we're not used to it, but that's okay. If you're feeling your ankle loosen up here, that's what you want to feel. Switch directions if you haven't yet. And keep on going. Okay, let's do it to the other side now. So again, lift one heel off the ground, toes still in contact with the ground, and then we're going to draw a circle with that heel. So this is what it looks like from the front. Toes are in contact with the ground. They're not stuck to the ground, but they are kind of that point where everything circles around. So, switch directions. We're also waking up our toes a little bit here as well. So, keep on going. Take deep breaths in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. And relax. Shake that off. Okay, let's do a quick standing exercise here. You can hold on to the chair for support if you need to. Otherwise, feel free to set that aside. And what we're going to simply do is step to the side, together, other side, together. Side, together, other side, together. Keep on going. I'll show what this looks like. Seated. So simply side, together, other side, together. Side, together, other side, together. So we are simply going back and forth doing this movement. You can also add a bit of a challenge here by lifting the knee, excuse me, and then bring it back to center, lifting the knee, back to center. So imagine as though you're stepping over something if you'd like to try this variation to the exercise. You can do this seated or standing, up to you, whichever one works. Keep going here. It's a bit of a hip exercise as well. For the folks standing, if you would like to add another kind of variation, you can also step wide apart and then imagine as though you're sitting doing a small squat. So from the side, this is what I look like. Sitting as though I'm doing a small squat and lifting up. So that is another variation to this movement here. Let's just do one more on each side. And relax. Okay, again, this is a shorter exercise for this morning. I do not have all the time today to be able to continue with all of this, but don't worry, I'll be back next week at 10:30 again. My name is Carmel, and I hope you're all doing well, taking care. Vital Living has a couple of classes coming up, so if you are interested in learning about our Tai Chi Chuan class, our Moving for Better Balance class, or our Fall Prevention class, which is a Matter of Balance class as well, feel free to let us know. These classes, they're starting right now and also in April. So we hope to see you back in our building as well. So that's our Matter of Balance class that we have coming up. And I hope you're all taking care, staying safe, and have a good day. Bye-bye.